rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today on Modesty Islam monthly reminders, we'd like to do a short talk, a short nasiyah to the Muslim sisters. First and foremost, we'd like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us the tawfiq and ability to be here. Secondly, we'd like to spread salams onto our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Before I start my talk, I'd like to say that the talk is not directed specifically to no sister. It's general advice to the Muslim. Second thing I'd like to say is that I'm not a sheikh, I'm not a student of knowledge, I ain't got no ilm, and Allah knows best, so you don't have to take on board the thing that I say. Regarding my talk, where I'd like to start is Facebook. The reason why I'm going to start with Facebook is because majority of us have got Facebook. And subhanAllah, the first time I jumped on Facebook was October last year, when I started my Roadside to Islam Dawah project. And subhanAllah, since I've been on there, I've seen some disgusting, like really disgusting images, both from brothers and sisters. But obviously today the topic is regarding the sisters. Now, I got to make excuses for my sisters, because I have to sincerely believe from the bottom of my heart that a lot of the things that you don't do, you don't understand the consequences of it. Because if you did, you know all you're doing is destroying yourself. Like, subhanAllah, you're killing your character. You're killing it. Like, I can give you a prime example. You got sisters on Facebook with no hijab. You got sisters on Facebook, they got pictures of them in nightclubs. You got sisters on Facebook showing pictures of them smoking shisha, smoking, even some sisters I see them smoking weed. Like, Allah musta'an. And then when you try to tell a sister, when a brother tries to advise a sister, or another sister tries to advise a sister, look, ukti, fear Allah, remove these pictures, keep your sins between you and Allah, what do you always get back in return? Don't judge me, don't judge me. What do you want people to do? Like, what do you expect people to do? It's not like you're on the street doing these things. You're showing this stuff on the World Wide Web. So you're doing this on purpose. It's like if you're on the road and you were smoking and you didn't want no one to see you and someone saw you by accident, that's a different thing. But you're going out your way for people to see your bad actions. Like, so how do you want people to look at you? You want anyone to take you serious? Like, what I don't understand, these sisters, is that, do you think you're getting ratings by doing this? How do you think people are looking at you? Like, you're a woman, you know. You should know better. Like, you got pictures of yourself with no hijab. You got some sisters on Facebook, pictures with their breasts out, their bum out. Like, Allah musta'an, what are you doing? And then to top it up, then you get other sisters, they send you messages. Akhi, do you know when your brothers want to get married? Like, sister, ask yourself this question. Who do you want me to direct your way? What brother practicing the deen is going to want a sister like this? A sister who ain't got no hayat. A sister who's broadcasting herself across the World Wide Web. Allah musta'an, what kind of brother do you think is going to want you? Like, sisters, you have to ask yourself these things. And what you got to understand is, like, look, I understand that it's hard for you sisters to wear hijab. I'm not disputing that. Hijab is not an easy thing. And no brother can stand there and say, we understand what the women are going through. But one thing we can say is that you know it's haram for you not to wear hijab. And if you're finding it hard to wear hijab on the street and whatnot, may Allah make it easy for you. But this does not give you a right to post pictures of yourself on Facebook, on the World Wide Web, showing yourself with no hijab just because you're struggling on your deen. Because every sister should have the intention in their head that one day, inshallah ta'ala, I'm going to put on this hijab. And any woman who says that I'm never going to wear hijab, that means she's rejecting the ayats of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She's rejecting what Allah has commanded. Even this statement might even take you out of the fold of Islam, and Allah knows best. So every sister should have the intention that, right, one day, inshallah, I'm going to wear hijab. Therefore, don't put pictures of yourself on the World Wide Web with no hijab. Because a lot of people ain't going to forget these bad characteristics that you're showing. Now, sister, think down the line. One day, inshallah ta'ala, you're going to want to get married, isn't it? You're going to want to fall off this foolishness, get married, settle down, do your thing. Now, what happens when you meet a good brother? MashaAllah, he's practicing the deen and whatnot. Now the brother's looking for character references about you. So the brother starts doing his homework. He's asking other brothers, do you know this sister, blah, 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 blah. What do you think people are going to be saying about you? Anything good? Think of the reference the brother's going to get back about you. Oh, this sister, nah, I can stay away from her, man. She used to be on the internet posting bare pictures of herself with no hijab. It's not like this is before Islam. We're talking about sisters who are Muslim now and they're doing these things. If it's before Islam, that's a different thing. You can't judge a person on what they used to do before Islam, but now you're a Muslim, you're meant to know better. Even if you're a sister, you're going raving, you're smoking, you're drinking. Try and keep your sins down, don't put it on the net. You know what you're doing is haram. And for a woman to know that her actions are haram and she's trying to make the whole dunya know about it, what does that show about you? Tell me, what does that show about your characteristics? Like, who do you want to take you serious? What's going to happen when a brother wants to marry you, like I said, and he does his homework? All he's going to hear is bad about you. And sister, you're going to be stressed, because what you got to understand is, is that there's a lot of things that men do in this dunya and they get away with it. That sisters, if a sister does it, she won't get away with it. And when I say get away with it, I mean regarding dunya affairs. I don't mean regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I mean regarding the people. You see what I'm trying to say? So sister, remember this. Don't forget this, inshallah ta'ala. Like, guard your modesty. Brothers respect women who guard their modesty. Like, let me give you an example. One of my non-Muslim friends, listen to what he says to me one day. Hey fam, you know what? I'm linking one of your sisters, you know. I was like, what? He's like, right, I'm linking one of yours. You're making him think that, right, it's okay for you to be linked. How can a non-Muslim be telling me that he's gonna go link one of my sisters? Do you know how mad? Do you know how angry? My blood's boiling when this guy's telling me this, but I can't even switch on him. What can I say? You know, a Muslim linking on one of my non-Muslim friends. Allah musta'an. And when I'm giving him dawah, what do you think that's making us look like? He's taking this thing for some joke. So sisters, this is what I'm trying to say to you. Guard your modesty. This is what people respect. You know, when a man sees a woman who guards their modesty, a guy will put his head down straight. Enough respect to a woman like that. We don't respect women who walk on the street and they don't wear no hijab. We don't respect women who walk on the street and they show all their private parts. You know? No man ain't gonna want a woman like that. No man ain't gonna want a woman like that. Even if you come across a non-Muslim, yeah? I'll give you a prime example. You come across a non-Muslim. He meets a gal on the road, whatnot. Or he meets a gal in a nightclub. She's wearing a short skirt and whatnot. She's revealing all her body parts. He gets a number. Alright, he links it, and then maybe he decides, some people are mad like this, they decide, right, I want to wife you off this thing. I guarantee you 100% he won't let this girl dress like this no more. He's going to be telling her, listen, you can't come out of the house like this, because no one don't want everyone to see their woman, you know? No one don't want everyone to see what they're working with, you know? Like, you sisters, you got to understand, you lot are the backbone of this thing. Like, no jokes, you lot are the backbone of this thing. You need to hold up Islam. You know, we can't afford for our sisters to be sleeping like this. You see what I'm trying to say? So may Allah make it easy for the sisters who ain't wearing hijab. But listen to what I'm saying to you, please, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, please, the sisters who are on Facebook with no hijab, take the pictures down, please. Please, sister, take it down, because you're making yourself look so bad. You don't understand. Like, when a brother sees this, he's looking at you in disgust. And it's not about being judgmental, but at the end of the day, everyone knows this is haram. Even if you come across a non-Muslim, he will tell you, right, ain't you meant to be covering up? You know? Like, come on sisters, like, fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the best of your ability. If you're struggling to wear hijab, may Allah make it easy for you, but don't put pictures of yourself on Facebook showing yourself with no hijab. Please, at least don't do this. You know? Like, don't kill yourself like this.